What's cracking YouTube? This is Sam from Survival of the Fitness. Vigorous Vargas. I'm trying to figure out what name I want. I'm going through a phase. So let's say you've been going to the gym for a while and you're getting frustrated. You're not seeing any results, or your results have stopped, or you're going backwards. What's going on? Well, there could be several reasons why you're not seeing results, or results aren't coming anymore, or you're backtracking. The reality is everybody's different, so it could be a number of things. But I came up with a list of my own, from my own experience and from other experiences that I've seen. A top 10 list of the most common reasons that are, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, top 10 reasons why you may not be seeing results. So number 10 on the list, we're gonna start from 10, work our way down. Documenting your results and not structuring a schedule for your workouts. It's cool to have days to go into the gym, do like a freestyle workout, work on stuff that you wanna work on. That's cool. But what you need to do is first find out what your goal is. Once you have your goal, you need to structure a schedule and have the right tools to get to that goal. So not only documenting what exercises you're going to do or scheduling what exercises you're going to do, but documenting your progress, documenting your grocery list, documenting when you ate, how much you ate, yada, yada, yada. You have to have a structured schedule for your week. You got to know what you need to work on, what you're going to work on tomorrow, today, whatever the case. But have a schedule, document your progress, write down the things you need to buy at the grocery store, document what you're eating, how many calories you're intaking. That way you start getting into the routine of things. You won't find yourself documenting as much once you start progressing, but you will still do it, but you're not going to be doing it as much once you start progressing. So key, guys. Reason number 9. There you go. Not making it a lifestyle. This is such a struggle for so many people. They see that they want to meet a goal, right? They think they can meet that goal in a matter of months, and the work is done. Wrong. You're gonna have to squish it into your busy schedule. The exercise, the meal prepping, the sleeping right, which we'll get into later. You just have to make it a lifestyle, because you can't just exercise for a few months and think whatever progress you made there, it's gonna stay. You can just stop exercising, you can just stop eating right. No, this is a lifestyle. You have to make it a lifestyle, even if it's not a hobby of yours. And side note, to try and make it a lifestyle, find activities that you thoroughly enjoy. So if weight training isn't your thing, look for something else. If going to a regular gym is just boring to you and too routine, join a mixed martial arts gym or a CrossFit gym or a boot camp style gym. There's just so many different varieties that you can choose from. The point is, you just have to make it a lifestyle. To make it a lifestyle, it has to be something you enjoy, because you obviously don't want to waste your time on something you don't enjoy. But remember, it has to be something towards the goal that you want to reach. So number 9, lifestyle. Number 8, waiting too long between sets. This is such a common mistake, especially with having smartphones and stuff. Like, you're done with a set and you get on your phone, you check Facebook, you check Twitter, you're texting your girl, you're texting whoever, and then you're just, a minute or two has gone by. What this does is it lets your heart rate get down too low, so you're not gonna benefit from that exercise anymore. You wanna make sure, for whatever you're training for, you're resting the appropriate time. You don't want to let your heart rate get down too low, because then you're not going to make the appropriate gains, and you're going to slow down the process of burning any fat that you're wanting to try to burn. What I do is I set a timer between sets, and I make sure that the timer is set at the appropriate time for whatever I'm working on. If I'm doing HIIT training, it's a different time. If I'm just lifting weights, it's a different time. Whatever the time is, just make sure you're going by that time. You don't want to wait too long between sets. This is going to dramatically affect your routines. You're not going to see results doing this. It's just going to be a big waste of time. So number 8, waiting too long during sets. Number 7, and it's getting too comfortable. You have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to see any changes. If you stay in your comfort zone, you're not going to see changes, which means start lifting heavier weights, going for more reps, spending a little more time at the gym and less time resting, like we just mentioned before. You're just looking for new routines. You should be changing up your routines every 2 to 3 months. Your body is going to get comfortable very fast, and the more exercising you do, the more your body is going to get used to it. So you have to be consistent with changing your routine up. Shocking the body is what we call it. You don't want to get into that comfort zone. The comfort zone will lead to slowing down any progress or making more progress. You'll just be stuck. You don't want to be stuck. So don't get too comfortable. Number 6, not recovering properly. This is a biggie. Are you eating right? Are you sleeping right? Sleep is huge. Sleep is essentially probably the most important thing next to nutrition. Okay, here's the thing. If you work out consistently all week and then you get to the weekend, Friday night comes down and you partying with your people and you get 5 hours of sleep that night, then you wake up early the next morning for whatever the case, and you do it again Saturday night and you sleep 4 or 5 hours again, and Sunday rolls around and then you're making bad food choices, and then Monday rolls around and you're like, oh man, what the hell just happened? What you did is you broke your body down all week. The weekend came, you didn't let it recover. Okay, so keep that in mind. Gotta go train a client. I'm on my way to train a client, so gotta continue this in El Carro. Down to reason number 5. Lack of motivation. Not having any set goals. This is huge, guys, because if you don't have anything to train for, you're not going to be motivated. If you're not motivated, you're not going to do the necessary things to reach your potential. You got to have goals. You got to have goals, that way you know what you need to train for. Find motivation, get a workout partner, hire a trainer, find a new gym, look for new workout routines, find new exercises, do whatever it is you have to do to get motivated. We are down to number 4. Number 4 of the list is undertraining. What the hell is undertraining? You're not lifting heavy enough. You're not going for more reps or the amount of reps you're supposed to be going for. You're not training for the amount of time you're supposed to be training for. You're not exercising enough during the week. All of this stuff translates to undertraining. Undertraining is another word for just being lazy. So stop being lazy, y'all, and get to the gym when you're supposed to get to the gym. Undertraining also means you're not training specific muscle groups accordingly. Meaning we all have those exercises we don't like. Some of us don't like abs. Some of us don't like legs. Shame on you if you don't like legs. Some of us don't like chest or back or shoulders, and you miss those workouts. You find excuses to not work those body parts as often. So you don't want to undertrain a specific muscle group just because you don't like it. So take that into consideration. Number 3 is overtraining. Overtraining, I'm guilty of this. Overtraining is when you just do too damn much. I'm actually going to leave a link below in the description box to one of my favorite YouTubers, Alan. He has a great video that he just released on overtraining, which explains it a lot better than I can. But basically, overtraining is when you're doing too much. You're not taking enough rest time in between gym dates. You're lifting too heavy, you're not giving your joints a break, you're not sleeping enough, which will cause overtraining. And it goes beyond that too. If you're stressed in your daily social life, if you're stressed about work, if you're stressed about your relationship, when you overload the body outside of the gym, and then you go to the gym to put some more overload on it, to put some more load on it, excuse me, it's going to cause overtraining. Overtraining doesn't mean that you're sore, that your muscles are sore. Overtraining is when your joints are hurting, you're having back pain, you're fatigued, your explosiveness is gone, your strength is gone, just everything just seems to be going away. It doesn't mean that you're getting weaker. It just means that you probably need to take a step back and take a break. Reason number 2, all the way down to the top 2, y'all. Reason number 2, consistency. You have to be consistent. This is huge. If you're eating right, if you're exercising right, but you're not being consistent with it, you're not going to see any results. You're not going to meet your goals. Consistency doesn't just mean with your exercises. You have to stay consistent with your nutrition. You have to stay consistent with your recovery. You have to stay consistent with changing up your routines. So consistency, guys, it's huge. Make sure you stay consistent with everything. And reason number 1 why you may not be seeing results is your nutrition. Guys, nutrition, as we all know it, is the hardest thing to accomplish, but it's the most important. If you're not eating right, if you're not eating enough, if you're eating too much, if you're not eating the right foods, if you're not hydrating properly, if you're drinking too much alcohol, if you're drinking too much sugary drinks, all of that has an effect on your body, especially if you're exercising, because remember, like I said, when you exercise, you're breaking the body down, so you need the proper nutrition to refuel the body. And the way we do that is with food, water. If you're trying to gain muscle, lose fat, be a better athlete, whatever, food is fuel. It doesn't matter how much you're doing at the gym. It doesn't matter if you work out 7 days a week and sleep 8 hours a night. I don't care. If you're not making the right food decisions, it's gonna either slow you down, not help you make any progress, or even worse, backtrack you. If you think you're not doing something right, just take a step back, look at your overall routine of what you're doing with your food, your exercise, all that good stuff, and just make adjustments. This is what the journey is about. Make the proper adjustments, and do what you got to do to get to your goals. So I hope this little video helped you out. This was just something off of the top of my head. So if you have any questions, comments, whatever, just leave your signature below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate it.